Welcome, everyone. Today, we dive into the incredible journey of a true visionary, the man who co-founded Apple and revolutionized the tech world, Steve Wozniak. This isn't just a story about computers, it's about passion, innovation, and the relentless pursuit of dreams. Buckle up, because this ride is nothing short of exhilarating. Picture this, the early 1970s, a time of wild experimentation in technology. In a small garage in California, a young engineer named Steve Wozniak was tinkering with circuits and codes. But he wasn't just playing around. He was on the brink of creating something that would change the world forever. But first, let's rewind to his early days. Wozniak grew up in a middle-class family in San Jose, California. From a young age, he showed an exceptional aptitude for electronics. He was building radios before most kids could tie their shoelaces. However, his journey wasn't without its bumps. He faced challenges like limited resources and an educational system that didn't always recognize his genius. Still, Wozniak never let these obstacles dim his spirit. In college, he found his tribe, a group of fellow tech enthusiasts who shared his passion. It was here that he first encountered the idea of personal computing. But at that time, computers were colossal machines meant for corporations. They were far from being household items. What if they could change that? This question ignited a fire in him. Now let's fast forward to 1976. Wozniak had just designed the Apple I computer, a simple yet powerful machine that would take the tech world by storm. But here's where it gets interesting. He and his friend Steve Jobs faced an uphill battle to get their creation into the hands of consumers. The risk was immense, financially and personally. With little money to spare, Wozniak took a leap of faith. He sold his beloved HP scientific calculator for $500 to fund the initial production run of the Apple Is. Can you imagine? Sacrificing something so precious for your dream? That's dedication right there. The first batch of Apple I computers was built in Jobs' garage. They worked late into the night, fueled by determination and caffeine. And when they launched it at the Homebrew Computer Club, they were met with skepticism from seasoned engineers. But rather than deter him, this only motivated Wozniak further. Then came a pivotal moment. One day, they received an order from a local computer shop, $500 for 50 units. With this breakthrough, they knew they were onto something big. The Apple. I began to gain traction, and before long, it wasn't just a hobby, it was a business. But success came with its own set of challenges. As demand surged, Wozniak and Jobs realized they needed to pivot once again. They launched the Apple II, a product that combined sophisticated technology with user-friendly design. The world was stunned. It was colorful, it had graphics, something unheard of at that time, and people couldn't get enough of it. However, with great success comes even greater pressure. Competition heated up as other companies began to notice Apple's rise and started replicating their ideas. Wozniak had to make tough decisions about innovation versus production speed. Yet he never compromised on quality or integrity. Through all these trials and tribulations, Wozniak remained humble and grounded. Even as Apple grew into a giant corporation, he focused on what mattered most, making technology accessible for everyone. After stepping back from day-to-day operations at Apple in 1985, many wondered what would come next for this engineering genius. Did he rest on his laurels? Not at all. Wozniak continued to innovate, working on projects ranging from educational software to robotics. He became an inspiring figure in Silicon Valley and beyond, an advocate for education in science and technology, encouraging young minds to chase their dreams relentlessly. Today, Wozniak's impact is undeniable. The legacy he built with Apple has transformed how we interact with technology. It's in our homes, our schools, it's even in our pockets. He taught us that with creativity and courage, anything is possible. As we wrap up today's story about Steve Wozniak, the engineering genius behind Apple, let's remember this: greatness doesn't come without struggles. It requires resilience and vision, a willingness to take risks, and an unwavering belief in oneself. So whether you're an aspiring entrepreneur or simply someone chasing their passion, take inspiration from Wozniak's journey. Embrace your challenges. Innovate fearlessly. And remember, you have the power to change the world, just like he did. Thank you for joining me today. If you enjoyed this story or found it inspiring, don't forget to like and subscribe for more tales of incredible journeys from amazing individuals who dared to dream big. Until next time.